Hi, I'm Tony Williamson. Today at Mandolin Central, we are preparing for shipment an antique Gibson Mandocello. Now this instrument is over 100 years old, so we want to be very careful. The first step is to put pads in front of and behind the bridge. So I start with a soft material that won't scratch the delicate varnish like a high quality paper towel. And I fold it thusly and make these little pads. And then I put the pad in under the string in front of and behind the bridge and push it up snug so it's holding the string tension. Then reduce the string tension by turning each one of these buttons clockwise 3 full turns. Now these buttons are fragile, so you want to turn slowly. So we're reducing the string tension. 3 full turns. Okay, we're now ready to move on to step 2. Okay, we're going to put the cello into its original case. This case is also quite old, and these old cases are not form-fitting like modern cases. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to pad this out so that the instrument doesn't move around inside the case. So we start with folded pieces of paper towel and get it in here. Now you want this especially pad here by the button here, because that is a key place where if some impact were to occur, it could easily crack the rim, and we certainly don't want that. All right, now don't be afraid to use your paper towels. I sometimes use a half a roll on one of these projects. All around. Get all around the areas where there is space in between the instrument and the case. Okay, now we want the pad up around the neck like this, because whiplash can be a problem, and that's where we get into trouble up here. Now, in here especially, we want to pack it right under this little area here. That is a common place where an instrument might get a whiplash break. Now, the best case scenario, the instrument doesn't drop, but we have to give the carrier the best chance we can to prevent any possible damage that could occur during transit. All right, when we get done, the instrument should be secure inside the case like that. And then We close that old case and make sure all the latches are secure. If the latches aren't of good quality, you can use a rubber band or a string and secure the cello that way. But these latches are in good shape, so we are now ready to move on into putting the instrument into the shipping carton. So this is a 275-pound test cardboard box designed for shipping guitars. But since we're using an original case instead of a modern case, I like to have two boxes. Basically a box within a box, so that there's two levels of this level of cardboard thickness to protect the instrument. Now under the bottom of the cello, I want a nice thick pad of bubble wrap like this. So I put that inside like that. Okay. Next, the cello goes in. Be very gentle with it. You don't want to drop it in. And I also like for the front of the cello to be where the shipping label is. So we lower it in like this. Gently, gently, gently. It hits the bubble wrap like that. And then we start just putting the bubble wrap in. Paper towel, bubble wrap, and packing tape. You can't use too much. Be liberal with it. You'll be glad you did. The idea is to get the case of the cello. Oh, you want the bubble wrap in front and behind of the cello, so that the face, so all surfaces have bubble wrap in between it and the inner side of the cardboard. I like to keep in mind that our carriers are our friends. They work with us, but we have to work with them too. Okay, once we get to this point, I have a special cardboard cutout here. There's another level of security, putting the instrument in a place to where it cannot move inside the carton. Then I fill it all up to the top with bubble wrap. Now, always use fragile stickers and on every surface of the box. Let's make sure to communicate the fact that this is fragile. And then we use a good quality packing tape. And like I said, don't be stingy with the tape. Now, you want the shipping label in a very prominent place and your fragile stickers on the other side of it. Another thing I always do is I insure my packages through a service different from the carrier. I use Heritage Musical Instrument Services from Pennsylvania, and they're great for supporting my work in shipping these instruments to delighted customers all over the world. Thank you.